And the Chiefs lose. Give credit to the Texans. There'll be time for them, obviously, because they're not going anywhere. CC called it weeks ago. Most dangerous team. Nobody wants to play them. We weren't sure at that moment if they were just going to be that or actually find their way in the postseason. At 8-5, they are looking good in terms of trying to get in. No guarantee they do get in, but 8-5 for for Houston. Kansas City on the flip side. They're the 10 seed. They've lost 4 of 5. They have games against the Chargers, at Tennessee, home against Denver, at the Raiders. Now the rest of this season, is it over for Casey?
Yeah, it's over.
It's been over.
Do you have an argument?
I'm trying to figure out why you're now jumping on the board with Kansas City finally being done this season.
I never said they were done.
You're not. You're still holding out hope.
I
that
said
Kansas
playoffs
City...
in their wildest dreams. You could still dream. Yeah, I am more than willing to be very wrong, look bad like normal, and be a week late on this because I refuse to do it. I won't do it. I will not write them off because I will now.
Tell me why. Tell me why you won't write them off.
Because of the quarterback, and the quarterback doesn't look good right now. Obviously,
you also have they're banged up, Ev. The offensive line has 3 backups playing right now. You lost another 2 players yesterday. I mean, I know that you have unwavering faith in Patrick Mahomes, but there's stuff that he can't overcome or that he can't even remedy.
Well, when your backup left tackle Wanya Morris gets hurt on the first play of the game, it is a bad sign. Mahomes throws 3 interceptions in this game, $160 in terms of the yards, right? He was not good at all in any capacity. And Travis Kelce only has 1 catch for 8 yards. I am going to look bad with this. I understand that. It is way more likely than not that you guys are going to be right. Per Nuno, he said that they have a 14% chance to make the playoffs. That's not high. But I just feel like at this point, even though they are awful, I just want to show the respect to the quarterback and the coach in the most unexpected of ways to find their way in. I'm just not going to write them off. I'm never going to do that until they're eliminated. Now, that may be soon. We may be looking at a 6-8 team. I mean, and we're looking at a team that has the same record as the Dolphins.
But are you showing them the respect when they are playing well below the standard that they have established for themselves in the previous 7 years? That's the part that I don't understand. This is not the same version of Patrick Mahomes, and quite frankly, not the same version of Andy Reid that we've come to know when we start talking about the Chiefs dynasty and a team that's won, 6 straight, or been in 6 straight AFC championship games.
Travis Kelce either, by the way.
Travis Kelce, yeah. He, I hate to say this about him, but he looks washed. It looks like it's over for the Kansas City Chiefs offense. Defensively, they were phenomenal, which calls into question why Andy Reid would decide to go for it on 4th down on his own 30-yard line early in the 4th quarter. I have no idea what Andy Reid was thinking about giving the Houston Texans offense a short field, knowing how well your defense had played all game long. It made no sense to me. They were getting after CJ Stroud like nobody's business. They had found a way to be able to shut the faucet off for that Texans offense, and Andy Reid gave them momentum by allowing them to have a short field and play downhill on what is the strongest phase of his football team. It made no sense for me for Big Red to go for it on those 4th downs in the 4th quarter. I thought that's where the game was won and lost. The turnovers were a problem. Yeah, we get that. You know, the tips and overthrows, the defense for the Texans, they're going to get those. But the game management from Andy Reid was egregious last night.
I'm glad you just said what you said. That's the first time I've heard somebody say something like this all year, because we always focus on the injuries and we always focus on Mahomes and Kelce. I don't know that I've heard anyone bring up a fair, while respectful critique of a future first ballot Hall of Fame coach in Andy Reid. He has been omitted from any kind of critique this year. And I think that is a very interesting point you just made, because again, if we're going to compare it to other levels of dynastic teams over the course of our lifetime, it is usually coach, quarterback. In the NBA, best player and head coach. And we have kind of omitted, until this moment, Andy Reid from this conversation. More on the Chiefs coming up, obviously. Is it over for them? Certainly feels that way. I am still holding on to hope. It is over for Notre Dame. But why? We'll explain next. We're on Sportsmanlike, presented by Progressive Insurance.
Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com.
Online, every game from the NFL Sunday that you can take with you. Talk about it at the old water cooler today. Here we go. Seattle and Atlanta. The Seahawks beat the Falcons 37-9. Smallsy.
Rashid Shaheed returns a kickoff for 100 yards and a touchdown to help Seattle keep pace in the NFC West with a win over the Falcons.
Blocked field goal on a 100-yard kickoff return. Special teams had the Hawks flying high over the Falcons on Sunday.
Atlanta eliminated. Will Friday be an elimination of a regime after Thursday Night Football against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Cincinnati and Buffalo. The Bills beat the Bengals 39-34 in the snow in Orchard Park. Smalls.
No problem. Josh Allen reminds us why he's the MVP as the Bills take down the Bengals.
Back-to-back picks by Burrow in the fourth seals Cincy's playoff fate.
Josh Allen, one-man band. Was unbelievable yesterday. Tennessee and Cleveland, 31-29. The Titans beat the Browns. Smalls.
If we're keeping it a buck, Titans were good yesterday.
Crazy to think that Stefanski and others thought that Dylan Gabriel gave the Browns the best chance to win this season.
2 points on this game. No, actually none. All right, Washington and Minnesota. The Vikings beat the Commanders 31-0.
I miss a healthy Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels to the blue medical tent is starting to get old.
Jay done for the season. Please, Dan Quinn, stop it. Leave this man alone. Let him breathe. Anyway, Miami and the Jets. The Dolphins 6-7. Beat the Jets 34-10. They have the same record as the Chiefs. Go ahead.
2-0 cold. The Dolphins get the win, and their quarterback moves to 1-7 in his career when the temperature is 46 degrees or colder.
Even in a loss, the Jets still won on Sunday.
Do you want to get to that or explain that quickly?
We'll get to it eventually.
Okay. Mike McDaniel, more coach of the year than former coach. Can't believe I just said that. New Orleans beat Tampa Bay 24-20. What?
To borrow from Nuno, do we need to have a conversation about Tyler Shuck?
Shucking and jiving. Saints rookie quarterback runs in the go-ahead touchdown to get the upset win on the road.
Shucks. The Bucks may blow this. This is awful. Indy and Jacksonville. The Jags beat the Colts 36-19. Smalls.
Danny, multi-million-dollar question. Daniel Jones injures his right Achilles tendon, out for the season, and the Colts have a big decision to make.
When it rains and pours, with the second toughest schedule remaining, Jones's injury puts everyone in Indy back on the hot seat.
DJ to IR with no AR means DQ in IND. Pittsburgh and Baltimore. The Steelers beat the Ravens 27-22. First place Steelers. Smalls.
Mike Tomlin gets the last laugh. The Steelers get the win and the division lead in a victory over Baltimore.
In the battle of the great eights, the healthier QB1 never thought that it'd be the 42-year-old.
Tomlin blowing kisses like DK will catch him or not. Denver and Vegas. The Broncos beat the Raiders 24-17. Smalls.
The Broncos gallop to their 10th win in a row, the latest over the Raiders.
Broncos win 10th straight to keep pace for the top spot in the AFC.
10 in a row for Denver. But should it count if it's against Vegas? Chicago and Green Bay. The Packers beat the Bears 28-21. Smallsy.
The great Howie Long said it in the postgame yesterday. Ben Johnson won the press conference. Matt LaFleur won the game.
Highest to lowest, the Bears fall to the last wild card spot with the loss in Lambeau on Sunday.
Impressed in a loss, but a win's a win for Green Bay, unless it's a tie. The Rams beat the Cardinals 45-17. Smalls.
I'm surprised Matthew Stafford's back has held up with the way he's been carrying greatness this season.
Rams bully the Birds in the desert to bounce back and move into pole position for the #1 seed in the NFC.
The LA Rams are an entire fantasy team on offense. And finally, Houston and Kansas City. The Texans Sunday Night Football beat the Chiefs 20-10. Smalls.
The Chiefs can't shake it off anymore as their playoff hopes essentially evaporate and